Why don't aliens visit Earth? Too many bad ratings. 1 star. That's right, folks. We're talking extraterrestrial today. Now, we've all seen those sci-fi movies where the aliens land and all hell breaks loose. But let's take a step back and add a pinch of reality to this cosmic soup. What if our galactic neighbors weren't so neighborly? What if those intergalactic travelers decided to pay us a visit? Let's dive into the hypothetical world of an alien invasion. Picture this. You're enjoying your morning coffee when you see a UFO hovering in the sky. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is that a bird? A plane? Nope. It's your friendly neighborhood extraterrestrial. But your first reaction, like most people, is probably disbelief. You might even rub your eyes a couple of times, thinking it's the caffeine messing with your vision, but no, that's a genuine bona fide spaceship. Your disbelief quickly morphs into panic. Your heart rate shoots up as you process the reality of the situation. You're in the middle of an alien invasion. You might think back to every sci-fi movie you've ever seen, and the outcomes are usually not so great for us Earth folks. Next comes the instinct to hide or run away. You might look for the nearest manhole or basement to take cover, or if you're a fitness fanatic, you might consider this the perfect opportunity to beat your personal best in the 100-yard dash. Then there's the group of people who would try to communicate with the aliens. Maybe you're one of them, thinking you can charm them with your wit and charisma. Or perhaps you're planning to use your high school knowledge of physics to establish a common language. Just remember to keep it simple. We don't want to confuse our new friends with complex equations. And let's not forget about the folks who would try to capture this all on their smartphones, because if it's not on social media, did it even happen? Just remember, folks, safety first. No Instagram post is worth getting zapped by an alien ray gun. There would be those of us who would react with curiosity, fascination even. The scientists among us would be itching to get a closer look at the alien technology, hoping to reverse engineer it for the benefit of humanity. So, if you ever find yourself in this situation, remember to stay calm, or run as fast as you can. Now let's imagine how our beloved government would respond to our new alien neighbors. Picture this. One day, the news cycle suddenly goes quiet. No more celebrity gossip, no more political debates, just eerie silence. This might be the first sign of the government's response to an alien invasion. They'd likely impose a media blackout to avoid mass panic. After all, who wants to see their morning coffee interrupted by the news of extraterrestrial beings knocking on our planetary door? You'd probably see a lot of closed-door meetings happening. The bigwigs in suits huddling together, figuring out a game plan. There'd be a flurry of activity behind the scenes, but on the surface, smooth as a still lake. Next, you might notice an unusual number of military vehicles humming down the highway. Tanks, army trucks, maybe even a few fighter jets tearing across the sky. That's right, the military would be mobilized faster than you can say ET phone home. They'd be ready to defend our little blue planet, just in case our visitors aren't as friendly as we'd like. But it won't all be doom and gloom. There would be attempts to communicate too. Some of the brightest minds would be put to the task of decoding alien languages, trying to make heads or tails of any messages our otherworldly visitors might be sending our way. We'd be trying our best to say hello without accidentally declaring intergalactic war. Of course, amidst all this, the government would be working tirelessly to keep things under wraps. The last thing they'd want is pandemonium in the streets. They'd be playing it cool, keeping a straight face, all while trying to navigate the biggest curveball in human history. So if the government suddenly goes silent and military jets are zooming across the sky, you might want to start looking for UFOs. But remember, stay calm, keep your wits about you, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get to be the first one to say welcome to Earth to our new friends from the stars. If Hollywood has taught us anything, it's what not to do during an alien invasion. We've all seen it, right? The hero of the movie, in a desperate attempt to connect with our extraterrestrial visitors, extends a hand of friendship. What could possibly go wrong? Well, quite a lot, actually. It's important to remember that these are intergalactic travelers, not your friendly neighborhood dog. Their customs, their language, even their concept of friendship is likely worlds apart from our own. So rule 1, don't try to befriend the aliens. It's not a backyard barbecue, it's an alien invasion. Then we have the hot-headed types. The ones who think they can solve everything with a punch or a gun. You know the kind. They jump into their pickup trucks, paint their faces and start shooting at the sky. Attacking the aliens is usually not the smartest move. Remember, these are beings who've mastered interstellar travel. They're probably not going to be impressed by your hunting rifle. Rule 2. Don't attack the aliens. This isn't a time for heroics. It's a time for staying safe. And then there's the third kind of mistake we often see in films: ignoring the invasion entirely. Some folks think they can just carry on with their daily lives, like the aliens are just another traffic jam on the way to work. But let's be clear. An alien invasion isn't something you can just ignore. It's not like skipping your dentist's appointment. Rule 3. Don't ignore the invasion. Stay informed, stay alert, and stay indoors if necessary. So there you have it, folks. The 3 cardinal sins of dealing with an alien invasion: trying to befriend the aliens, attacking them, or ignoring them. Let's leave these mistakes to the movies, shall we? Remember, folks, don't try to take a selfie with the alien. It might not appreciate your Instagram fame. So how should we handle an alien invasion? Here are some logical steps. First off, let's not assume our extraterrestrial visitors are here for a hostile takeover. They might just be stopping by for a cup of cosmic coffee or to borrow a cup of sugar. But just in case they're not, it's always good to have the plan. First on the list, stay informed. In the age of information, staying updated is easier than ever. Tune in to reliable news sources and steer clear of conspiracy theories. Remember that guy who thought pigeons were government spies? Yeah, don't be that guy. Next up, follow government instructions. I know, it's hard to take advice from the same people who can't decide on a budget. But in times of crisis, it's best to listen to the experts. They have contingency plans for everything from zombie outbreaks to alien invasions. So if they say to stay inside, it's probably not because they want to ruin your weekend plans. Speaking of staying inside, that's our next tip. Unless you're Will Smith in Independence Day, it's best to avoid direct confrontation with the extraterrestrials. You might think you're a tough cookie, but these are beings who've mastered interstellar travel. They probably won't be impressed by your collection of nunchucks. Also, it's important to keep a cool head. An alien invasion would be stressful, no doubt, but losing your cool won't help. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take a deep breath. Maybe do some yoga or watch a rerun of your favorite sitcom. Lastly, don't forget to check on your loved ones. Make sure they're safe, and if they're not, help them get to safety. After all, we humans have to stick together. And most importantly, keep calm and carry on, because panicking never helped anyone, right? Now, I've told you my thoughts on an alien invasion, but what about you? Are you the type who'd make a beeline for the nearest bunker, or would you be hanging out the welcome mat for our extraterrestrial visitors? Maybe you're the type who has already drafted an elaborate survival plan, complete with escape routes, safe houses, and a stash of alien repellent. Or perhaps you're more of a diplomat, ready to negotiate peace with our new neighbors from the stars. You see, the beauty of hypothetical scenarios is that there are no wrong answers. We're all just spitballing ideas here, exploring the vast realms of our imagination. And that's where you come in. We want to hear your thoughts, your theories, your wild and wacky ideas. Think you could outsmart an alien overlord? We want to hear about it. Got a theory about their possible motives? Share it with us. Or maybe you've got a foolproof plan to survive an interstellar invasion? Well, don't keep it to yourself. So get those creative juices flowing and let's start a conversation. After all, who knows? One of your ideas could end up being humanity's saving grace when the little green men come knocking. So if you've got an alien invasion survival plan or just want to share your thoughts, drop a comment below. And remember, keep watching the skies.